Hi, and thanks so much for joining me. Today we're talking about two products by Charlotte Tilbury, the Hollywood Contour Wand and also the Hollywood Beauty Light Wand. And I have been really curious about both of these. I purchased this one first on Sephora, and then this one on Beautylish because it never came back on Sephora while I was watching for it. So I just wanted to run you through how I use both of these and what I think of them. Let's just look at the claims really quickly, or just the description. And actually, before I forget, I went onto Charlotte Tilbury and I found that they sell this in a set. So it's the Hollywood Contour Duo, Contour, and Highlighter for $67. And I think each one is $38. So it's a little bit of a savings when you buy them together. So I wish I had seen this first, but that's okay. But it says the Hollywood Contour Wand will give you megawatt cheekbones instantly with a cushion applicator for a super blendable finish in a lightweight formula. And the Hollywood Beauty Light Wand is the rose gold highlighter that looks good on everyone. The light reflecting particles will give you a natural glow that looks great in pictures and in person. So let's go ahead and just take a quick little swatch. My curtains swatched this contour wand the last time. I'm looking at it right now. I need to get that fixed. So here we go. Here's the deeper shade. So there's a medium dark and there's also a lighter shade. I think it's light medium. Let's check just to make sure. Light to medium. So I've got the medium to dark, and then this one is the only highlighter color, I believe. It is in the color highlighter. Okay, so I was afraid it was going to be a little bit cool for me, but as you can see, it is really stunning. And for a highlighter, it looks like it has really, really fine particles. I mean, you can't see the individual particles in there, which is why I think this one is extra beautiful. And before I try anything on, I'm just gonna let you know I love both of these. And I am going to say they are probably my new contour and highlight favorites. I do have a couple of additional thoughts about these items that I'll talk about at the end, but if you want to see the try-on, please keep watching. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a clip in here so you can see everything. I know I had a couple little stray hairs there going the last time. So I've got all my makeup on. I powdered just a little bit in the middle, but not on my nose. Although I have applied the highlighter to my nose after it's been powdered, so it seems to do fine. But I'm gonna just show you how it looks straight onto foundation. So I'm gonna start with the contour wand, and user error was my part because I think I talked about how there was an excess of product coming out because when I had to take the lid off, you put pressure on here and then of course some of the product will come out. Yeah, I didn't notice until I got the highlight one that there's a twist mechanism here that says on off. So when you put it in the locked position, it locks it and the product can't get out. So yeah, leave it in that position, and then when you want to use it, twist it, and then it's on. So I'm going to just apply it as I applied it in the video. I watched the quick video on Charlotte Tilbury. So just right under here, and I place it pretty high under my cheekbone like this. So I know that's not the deepest part of my cheekbone, but that's on purpose. Now the tricky thing with this is when you do squeeze it and just trying to anticipate how much product will come out. It's kind of like a guessing game. So I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go along my jawline right here. So depending on the shape of your face, if your jawline is a little bit wider, you can contour here. And then I'm gonna go to this point right here. So right along there. And I actually have stopped contouring right on my temples, but I'm gonna contour right here at the top of my forehead, just to kind of fuse that line together with my hairline, and I'll go in with a brush later. Now you can contour your nose with this. You can contour your nose, okay, off position. You can contour your nose with this, but it's a little bit messy here. But just know that if you do that, you might need another brush for that, so I can show you how I do that. This is a cosmetics, actually a powder brush, but it's synthetic, so I just swirl it in like this, and you can see that it gets buffed in. So it just melds into the skin really, really nicely. And then same thing, I just do this in an upward motion. Although I have to say, if there's a spot I'm gonna miss blending, it's right here, because my husband's pointed it out to me a couple times, especially when I'm running late. This is the piece that gets a little bit neglected, so I have to be really careful to make sure I have everything blended in here. So there you go. And then just same thing on the other side. I'm just taking the extra under here. Okay, so there's the bronzer. Really soft, it blends really well into the skin. Now, I'm gonna really have to take a closer look here, just to make sure it's all blended in, because like I said, if I miss something, it's gonna be right in this area right here. Okay, I will do a little contour on the nose just to show you, but I've been actually avoiding doing that and actually putting highlighter here because my nose is not very pronounced here, and actually in photos it'll just look like two nostrils in my face because you don't see the bridge of my nose very clearly. So if I am taking pictures, then I will put a little bit of contour, but in real life, not really. So I'm just gonna take a little on my hands like this. I've got this Sephora brush. I don't think this is available, but I will link something below that kind of does the same job. Okay, very, very slight contour there, but it's really blendable. I love that about this product, and I love the shade, and I love how easy these are to use. Okay, now for the highlighter. This is my favorite part. When I got this, I don't know what I was expecting. I guess I was expecting something nice, but I wasn't expecting what I got here, because I don't know if this will show on camera. I hope it does, but it is just really glowy. I have no other words to describe it, just glowy. So it's not something that's just a highlighter, not just a highlighter, but sometimes you can see the highlighter just kind of sitting on the skin. This one is more, it's a very refined highlight. So I'm gonna do my nose because I think that was the part where I said, wow, I was really impressed with it. So hopefully we can capture this on camera. I was saying to someone there was like an audible, like a gasp when I first put this on because I was so impressed with how pretty it looked. And I think I really like how natural it looks too. I mean, if highlight can be natural, I'm just gonna dot some right here as well. Okay, now the only problem is this one felt like it was a little bit empty when I first got it. I mean, it wasn't used or anything. It just felt like this is pretty new, and look how much I'm having to squeeze the container. I think I like this so much because the particles are so fine. There we go. And I will just use my fingers to pat in the highlight. I usually go pretty subtle with this, but for today, let's try a few things. Wow, so yeah, you can really see it bouncing the light, at least I can here. This is one of those products I think is so fun to apply in the morning. Like, I can't wait to get to this part of my makeup. Okay, let's go a little bit, okay. See, that's the only thing. I don't think I control this very well because there's some air in the container as well. Okay, let's go a little bit more heavy on this just to see what it looks like. I don't normally wear it this way. This is just kind of to see. Just taking that brush with a little bit of the contour and going down the sides here. Just a little bit more of that highlighter right here. Okay, and that's it. But you can see it, especially right there. I think you can see it really well. How beautiful it is. It just looks like it's part of your skin. I love it. Yeah, it really bounces right here. So very, very refined. Let's put some more on. Let's put on a little bit more. Yeah, this side I can't see it as well. There we go. And back after just adding a little bit more powder in the center. I didn't really powder along the edges, although I did add just, I don't know if you noticed, a little bit of contour here because there's, I don't know what this is, but there's a little bit too much contrast here right now. So I just added a little bit right here. So final thoughts on this. Let's just check those claims one more time. So for the contour, it says it gives you megawatt cheekbones instantly with a cushion applicator for super blendable finish and a lightweight formula. What I like about it is that it is very lightweight, although the pigment is dense, so you don't need a whole lot to get an effect. And it also says it's really blendable, so I hope you were able to see. I think that the camera catches some of the contours of my face, so it might not look like it's blended. Like, that's my face, so that's not the product up there, but it does blend really beautifully. And then it says the rose gold highlighter looks good on everyone, and I can say it looks good on my skin tone. I mean, it's a beautiful color. So, and I don't see so much a color as I do a reflective quality. Now, since I filmed that last one, I kind of pulled, there's a curtain, like a sheer curtain in front of me because the light is just so harsh right now. It's bouncing off the ground. So it's not going to reflect as much light as it did the first time because I had the windows totally open, but it is just stunning, the reflective quality on this without looking super artificial. It looks like a glow. And it says it looks great in pictures and in person, although I don't know if I don't know if I've taken pictures in this yet. For me, looking great in person is more important because I don't take photos every day as part of my life. But I definitely like it to look natural and glowy, and this does. So if you are like me and you like a natural glow, this is really, really beautiful. Okay, and that is it. The only things I want to say about this packaging when I got this one from Beautylish, the highlighter, it felt emptier to begin with, and I know I showed you when I was trying it on, but like if I press, a lot of air gets in there. So sorting out what part is air and what part is product, it makes it trickier to control how much of the product comes out. So that is one thing. Like, I like the click wand, the click mechanism on the concealer because it's just product coming out and you don't have to maneuver around how much air might be in the container. So that is my one thing that I would fix about this. Maybe get it in a different container. I mean, now I finally figured out to lock and unlock it in order to preserve the actual product, because I think I wasted a lot of this because it was unlocked the whole time, and half of it is on my curtain now. So yeah, but aside from the packaging issue, I love this product. I love the finish of it. I love the blendability, and just beautiful. So would I recommend these products? Yes, I would. So just be careful on how you manage the container on this, because there is a risk of wasting the product like I did. But yeah, definitely would recommend this, and is quickly becoming a favorite of mine. So if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Okay. Okay, that would be my, I have the cord running to my computer, running to the microphone, and of course, I ripped the cord. Of course, I ripped the cord out of the wall.